Hey, everybody. Utility man here. Full of utility. Thus begins the long chores, right? From now until basically forever, we're just choring it up. Here, let's go look at it again. Yeah, let's go look at it. Let's go look. Let's go see if it's running. It's not. We have to finish it. All this is subtly or overtly wrong. There's more dye coming in. How much do we have? We have not much. This really deserves to get the next round of Mega Prod. Problem is that might not exist. I wonder how much this is eating. 2.5 intelligent unit a second. And spoiler alert, we are not making that. Not even close. So oh, look at this. What is our problem now? Oh, it's bio battery. That's serine. That's on our list. It's right there. Serine is still bad. Here, let's go take care of that. Chores. No, let's go snag this caravan. So this flashing light gets out of my eyes. So yeah, it's chores week. Right now, the factory is afflicted with new science sickness, whether or not it knows it or not. That is when a new science comes online and starts draining out resources that previously were not drained. Come on, friend, be liberated. Or at very least, stop bugging me. I give you the freedom. I give you freedom from your pains. So dumping all this high-tech, very expensive equipment into utility science packs and then literally taking them to the science station and setting them on fire. What this actually does is it puts tremendous stress on new areas of the factory, demanding more saline, more oxygen, more this, more that, more everything, just beginning to end. It's a celebration of more here. And what that's going to do is it's going to lead to bottleneck after bottleneck, crash after crash, problem after problem. That's good, right? We love problems. That's why we're here. We get problems. It's problem o'clock. We love problem o'clock. We wish we could have problems every single day. And so today, we will begin addressing that, right? Let's go take a look at serine. Later on the list, we're going to have to go actually finish off utility science because it's not actually finished. What do I want? I want to go serine. Serine's not... Oh, I remember why it's broken. It's hideous while it's broken. We cannot depend on this system. Why is this not going? Why are there no eyes? Why are we stopped? This is not why I thought it was broken. Why are you... No Rennea? I can hardly believe. We are in fact out of Rennea. Explain yourself to me. This guy's not here. You're not here because we need growth factor? And growth factor is not being made because why? No Scrondrix? No, we got it. Why aren't we going? Someone explain this to me. No pineal gland. We are... No alien bacteria? No, we have some. Not a lot. I guess we're measuring that tank and we're seeing we don't have enough. So we need more alien bacteria, which is again serine, which is growth factor. Oh, we have a loop. We have a loop, friends. We are looping. So how do we do this? We need non-growth factor Rennea. Man, I'm unimpressed with the Rennea recipes. They're supposed to make my life easier. They're just subtle traps. And these guys aren't going because no manure bacteria. And manure bacteria is not going probably because of factory sickness. It's like the manure bacteria is just being taken away. And it's not building up enough to go into Rennea. So we're not getting Rennea over there. We're not getting Rennea down there. It's an enormous problem. So we need more manure. Let's look at that again, friends. So all the manure recipes are bad. As in, they're just very expensive. Like, there's no reason for these 4 recipes to exist. It's more expensive than making Augs, and it's slower than making Augs. These recipes should not exist. They're traps. They're here to eat up your time. It's like Olek recipes, same thing. They cannot compete. There is nothing to make them better than Augs. Augs do better. Augs are cheaper. Augs are faster. It's like there's none of these recipes right here are any good. It's only the Aug manure recipes that matter. Like Muckmoo, it's a little faster than Augs. It makes a little more. It's a ton more expensive. Like, just so much more expensive. How? I don't understand how this is supposed to be balanced. I think the obvious answer is it's not. At least the Muckmoo recipe also makes manure bacteria, which I think was a suggestion I made like 2 years ago. But yeah, and then we step up 3 Aug food for just a little more and a little faster. That's not very good. 3 Aug food. Why 3? No, really, why? And it just doesn't really get any better. It's very, very stingy about giving me more. I mean, obviously the best thing here is going faster, but it's so expensive. And this is just further dependencies. I guess this is just how it has to be, and we just have to stack it forever. It's the most efficient by far. The least space efficient. Is that just this what the simple is? It's just a slider from most space efficient to least space efficient, or the other way around. Most complicated, most space efficient, least complicated, most space inefficient. And there's no actual tiering here. That was the thinking that went in when these recipes were put down. This is going to be the biggest footprint. It's easiest to think about and it's simplest. This is going to be the smallest footprint, but it's hardest to think about, and it's most complicated and most prone to fail. And so the recipe tiers here, like all this research, doesn't actually mean anything. You're just you're unlocking a side grade, and the side grade is shown not to be desirable at the second tier. So it's just the same thing over and over. I don't like any of this. All of the alien life recipes are just way too stingy. They don't understand that better recipes should be better. Better should be better. It's a very simple, straightforward opinion, but doesn't seem to be shared much. Better should be better, friends. So we just need to go get more manure, which is sad because these guys are doing this. Oh, is it? Are we at our... Oh. So we have the facilities. We are just consuming too fast. Or the other thing. Huh. Alright, well there's a fix. Let's go fix that. And then, I don't know what we're doing about serine. Thus begins the time of hard decisions and imprecise diagnoses. I have utility science. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. So it looks like one inserter can keep most of this block going. And we want more. So we are probably gonna do something like this. And then I should probably just build more right now, right? There you go. Shovel it on. Now we're going to end up with needing more moss now? Probably yes. Here, we help. There. Just shovel it on, and shovel a lot more on, in fact. There. We don't have a mixer on this, which means it runs the risk of being streaky. But I guess we just allow that for right now. Here, how about we just run into this problem? Or maybe we have to measure. No, before we run into this problem, we should allow the manure to back up a little bit. Because right now it is the limiting reagent coming into the manure bacteria area. And where are we here? We could perhaps make this go a bit faster with big beacons. I bet there's some space I could use in here somewhere. I bet you I can make that work. Where's that that's rotting agar. That's not what I want. Yeah, you need more manure, and that's got to come through here, and this is doing just fine. We should see a manure spike in a second here. It was all logistics. All logistics. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Oh, I thought it was one big belt, and it is not one big belt. Oh, it keeps going. I didn't know. And this is... Oh, it went all the way to... biomass. It rotted completely out. And that's why these guys aren't going. Oh. That's rare and terrifying. What are you doing? Yeah? Why aren't you doing your job? Because there's a little bit of moss on the wrong side? Is that what I'm seeing? Huh. Well, that's a kick in the head right there. Here? Yeah, let's help. We shall pull it off at the speed of belt. So these guys just stopped. And we need more flora on the belt. So there's a little bit of moss on there, and it jammed it up. And then the vent didn't work as a consequence. That is painful. I mean, it's the sort of pain that can be fixed, but that doesn't stop it from being pain. And we might need more on top of this, so I should be mindful of that. All right, there we go. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. Oh, now it's almost full. Beautiful. Wonderful. Everything's great. It's getting better, friends. It's getting better all the time. Here, this is for you. We have utility science, right? We're happy. We're happy now. Why aren't we acting like we're happy? What's wrong? All right, please just get rid of it. Okay. We're on this. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be okay. Pick it all up. Put it all back. And we're gonna go right here. And we're gonna take you. And we're gonna hook you up. You guys are gonna be 1,000. There you go. Why aren't you going? That was all moss for some reason. So it got jammed on stray moss. But why? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Is there just like stray moss here somewhere? Because that seemed like the second time it happened, right? And that's when I should pay attention. That's enemy action right there. I have serious concerns. Like right now, this is all good. But will it remain all good? On one hand, who can say what the future holds? On the other hand, I really want to know what the future holds. This is all this episode's going to be, if you haven't caught on. It's just going to be running around yelling at the factory. Why aren't you working? Why is this so dumb? What did I do wrong? Who is responsible for this? We should put that person in jail. That person is a danger to society and needs to be stopped. Do we have the bestest augs? Can we get better augs? No. I should research that, like, with priority. Maybe research that next. Get the final aug. So that's good. And now we should be able to measure a strong uptick in manure soon. And augs have a natural prod bonus. Why would you ever use anything but this recipe? The only thing that's for it is you want a smaller footprint, but, like, I'm not sure that's a great reason. We're just gonna stick with the line. Better should be better. Manure. Alright, so in the terrible before time, for the long time, was this never working? I bet you this was never working. Oh, it was polluted from the start. I kind of believe that. And now, in the glorious now, we have nearly doubled it. I bet you this was never working. How many... This has made 58 products in its life. So no, it was always broken. Well, doesn't that fill you with confidence for the rest of the factory? Doesn't this make you feel great about how the rest of the factory has to be functioning? This isn't a flag or anything. And then it just dumps on this belt, and then we're at the mercy of these guys. I don't like that. We're not doing that anymore. Because... this hand down here, this outserter, has its own problems. It doesn't need problems from the upper region. It has its own. We don't need to be putting the stress of outserting onto these hands when we can just bring it through with our new glorious blue belts. That was lazy of me. Lazy and bad. But hopefully we can get out of this. Alright, there, have some manure. You know what to do with it. Make it into something useful. Why is it 3 units of aug food? I could kind of get behind it if it was just 1. It would start to have a good idea associated with it. But not like it is now. What is this? Oh, this is to liquid manure. That doesn't run very often. Liquid manure is a waste substance. And then we're probably pulling out manure right now. Yeah, lots of manure is just getting shaved off. For what purpose, I may ask? Ah, yes, for MOVA. So, we need still more. I guess we have to worry about this patch mining out sometime. This patch is doing real well. These guys have made me happy. And then we have moss forever. This was a very early sign of having a common moss flora, of just having common buses going through the system. That didn't actually turn out very well, in that I abandoned it quickly and just kind of went for a fluid bus. So have we seen an uptick? Probably maybe. Manure fact. Is this in fact an uptick? No, it's got this waviness. I bet this is between it is being stolen and it is not being stolen. It is being stolen, it is not being stolen. And now we're on some sort of tick. Yeah, I bet you it's whether or not this is full or not. We have to check back on this later. We may very well have to copy-paste those logs again. Not right now, though. So, Sarine's problem. Here, let's go over it again. We can go build the eye rotter. The eye rotter 3000. Let's go get some building materials. I have to go do decoration day soon. Maybe I do decoration day before the end of this cycle of maintenance. That sounds like a good idea to me. And I need some bricks, please. Then energy drink doesn't exist. I should stop reaching for it, but I have a serious problem. What can I say? And right here, I think, way atop this hideous peak, the most horrid sight awaits. Right there. Bins upon bins, a field as far as the eye or mind can conceive, all tasked with one grisly duty: to rot the eyes of all who come near. Yeah, hell truly is empty. The devils, in fact, are here, and they love the factory. There, does that work? Does that make you happy? That's geothermal, and that's... just deal with it, I suppose. Add to the... that just wrecked everything. Was that silvery? No, it's multi-purpose pipe. I was thinking, is that with a old style of pipe? The bad pipe? Niobium pipe? I used to think it was so good, but then I learned about multi-purpose pipe, and the world was forever changed. Yeah, we've got problems on top of problems. All right, so we need a facility. We will, of course, not report this to the inspectors. No. In fact, need all of this. If anyone asks, we will deny the existence of this facility. The IROT. The IROT complex. It's not really something we want to talk about. It's not someone anyone would want to talk about, but it is necessary. Have no doubt, friends, that what we do is necessary. It is not pretty, but it is for the factory. And so, So I probably should have restated the problem for those of you who hadn't seen it. Problem is, composters do not work well with spoilage. What we had was a system where we had a line of waste eyeballs coming in, and then we would pick up the waste eyeballs. This was filtered to eyeballs. It would put it in the composter, and then it would process the eyeballs to biomass. The biomass will then be burned. It was then a vent for all of this. It was great. Problem: there was a teensy tiny little chance that the eyeball would rot in the claw. And normally what happens is that it inserts it into the machine and it goes into the trash slot. And so this isn't a critical problem with most machines. However, with composters, this is a problem because composters can take eyeballs, composters can take biomass. And so the biomass would have a very small but inevitable chance of ending up in the input slot, which would automatically switch the recipe over from eyeball mulching to biomass mulching. And this requires this very, very, very low percentage chance requires a certain number of units in here to run. And I think it's like 5 for biomass. And if the number of items put in is not divisible by 5, which there's no guarantee of that ever, this would then jam. So we would this would inevitably jam, leading to the horror, as we have taken to call it, which is the line of rotting eyeballs snaking through the commut area. No doubt raising questions in their mind about the nature of their reality. So we have to do like the nuclear waste site. We need to make rotting bins. So what we need, you only let out biocrud. And then you only take biocrud. And then you only take eye. And then you go right there, eyes. Yes, I see science has stopped. Yes, that bothers me as much as it bothers you. There, eyes come in, they ferment, they rot, they go out, they are processed. The facility, the hated facility, has taken on a new form. All right, let's review this again. We need Rennea. Rennea doesn't exist because of manure bacteria, manure problems. We need growth factor for this to run. Growth factor isn't here. Growth factor is, in fact, alien bacteria, which is serine, which is Rennea. We cannot count on this. Once again, we are afflicted with an alien life recipe, which is, in fact, a trap. The entire Rennea chain is bad, but as we can see here, this node in the Rennea chain is particularly bad, which is not good because this was the only one worth doing, because it includes a loop where its output needs to be prioritized for its input. So it has like negative prod associated with it. Some portion of its output has to come back to loop into its input. And that's not accounted for in any of the math. This was borderline acceptable in all of its complexity. Right now, I want to say this was just a waste of time. This was not the way to do it. The only way to do Rennea is to just scale out the base recipe. And it hurts me to say that. I wanted so bad for it to be different. But this is the way to go. Once again, with alien life, the first level recipe is the way to go. And that is just consistent. It should go opposite. This should be the most complex recipe, and then it should lose ingredients as time goes on, and that's your reward. It becomes simple, cheaper, easier to think about. But that's not what happens. The next level recipes I want to say the majority of the time in alien life, the next level recipes are not better. Better is not better. You spend resources. Oh, they changed the icon for that. That looks nice. You research, you put in effort, you achieve this goal, you should get something for it. Right now, that isn't the case, and that's not good. Why aren't you going? Oh, there's no... Okay. We will continue struggling there. But we fixed one part of the scenario. You can go away, Notepad. I realized utility science is also broken. I didn't finish it. Maybe I'll get to it after I'm done yelling at the factory. Not just the factory and its layout, but the substructure beneath the factory. What's bad, it's bad for me anyway, it doesn't really matter to anybody else, is I've kind of already decided that once I'm through with this part of my life, and we transition from actively building factory to more of a maintenance mode, playing with factory. How about that? Now we're building factory, and it's more playing with factory. That as much as I want to do a grand rebalance on alien life recipes, I really, really, really want to do that. That is not the appropriate thing to do at this time. The most appropriate thing for me to do is once I'm finished, once I'm ready, once this is all together, it's going to be a few months, I should just offer my services to do whatever it has to take to be done to get SpaceX out. That is clearly what needs to happen. And it's clear that I could help. It is clear that my assistance would be useful. So I think I'll just offer my services there. And after that is done, and after that is working, and after we have a better grip on how the mod changes after the new major expansion, then we should go back for a balanced pass. Because despite all of my yelling at the substructure of this factory and the substructure of the world, which is constantly irritating me, despite me yelling all about this, it's all functional. It all works. There's no problems here. Working equals good, and working is the goal. I can make it work. I can do it. I even see how I can do it. It's gonna be easy, I tell you. Easy. Yeah, I did not design this with big beacons in mind. Oh, I never noticed that has teal lights on it too. There's green, and then it's the mixed light. I never noticed that. It's not as prominent on the light beacons as it is on the big beacons. Okay, all right. So, while the information presented to me is distressing, and it makes me angry. Manure, bacteria. We must realize that there are bigger fish to fry, friends, and just try to put this out in our mind. Just mitigate what's in front of us the best we can. We're at 40K-ish, so we're at peak-ish, and hopefully it sticks at peak now, and that all this manure bacteria, which is fairly expensive. Well, no, it's not expensive. All the materials are basically free. However, it's a big, slow machine that has to make a lot of stuff. All right, tell me a story. We're missing Logiscience stuff? Really? We're missing battery. Really? Battery. We're missing battery? Really? Sure looks like it's going. Oh, is there a sulfuric crisis? Sure looks like it. Let's take a look. This is a major indication of new factory sickness. New science sickness. Yeah, we've been flirting with peak consumption for a while. Alright, we'll go tend to that. We'll be back. I will be back. Do not think I will not be back. I bet you we can bump sulfuric up a good bit. So the downside of this, it needs a lot of... Oh, we need manure now? Or fertilizer? Explain yourself. Oh, this guy's having trouble. No. This guy's right here. Do we just need more? I don't understand. Well, Rennea is backing up, and it's going to Spolinen first, which is its... Well, that'll back up eventually. Just let that go. We really need this Rennea to go get distributed so we can make more come out, so we can make more growth factor, so we can make more all sorts of stuff. There's a whole lot of problems associated with this. Why are the Renneas still escaping? I really shouldn't do that, but I do. I did. Alright, so obviously you guys are going. I wonder if, since I spammed purple on this, now we simply need more of everything. I wonder if this guy is barely enough. It's like these guys can't keep up. This guy's keeping up, but it's not working so great for him. Should I blue the belt? Is that the solution here? I dare say it is. Let's do that. We like doing that anyway. Makes us happy to blue belts. And that one. Okay. So all of you. And this entire thing. We just kind of upgrade this area. Why? Because we can. Why? Because it's utility science, miss. When all the good areas of the factory and Rennea also get presents. All this. If you get hit, we're going to run out of belt. We are out of belt. So we shall putter. Oh, cut it real close. We shall just adjust things here and there. We have to go get sulfuric after this, right? Because that's clearly a problem throughout the factory. I really should be chucking these in a bin somewhere where they can be recycled back into the system, right? Like, what would happen if I took all this red belt and I chucked it right here? Or right here, rather. Grab a few, of course. Would this be recycled? Let's just watch it. You know, it's like we're planting the seed. We're going to see if a tree grows. Right here. And all of you get upgraded, and it's expensive, but we don't care. We are here to spread joy. And joy comes in the form of the blue belt. And with a bit more throughput, we will maintain this all the way back in. There. Alright, so did we get everything? Is everything good? No, hit that spot. We are detail-oriented, friends. We have to make sure we get every spot. Every little spot. Alright. So hopefully that's making more. And obviously this guy did not relieve the pressure. Oh, we don't have Mega Rennea right there. I guess I was kind of foolish for disconnecting this, right? Because we need still more, and we might need still more on top of this. Truly a horrid thought. Oh, you're trying to be upgraded to the next level. No. We're not quite that generous. Things aren't going that well. All these guys are like that. Yeah, that's probably what all this little flashy is. I probably just started waving around my upgrader. Making promises I couldn't deliver on. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else made false promises made to? Management would like to express regret over this happening. Now we need more seeds? Okay. This is just what we're going to do. We're going to continue gardening. Oh, wow, you can't. It's just not enough. And then you guys need to go faster, huh? I wonder if you're getting first dibs on Rennea. And we're running a... We need a chance of these guys not. It's actually kind of a problem, isn't it? Anyway, how many seeds are on the belt? We need more. That means we need to throw down probably just a light beacon. Right here. And do a nice 4, 5. Yeah, that'll do it. Confirmed. Yeah, these guys are going much faster now. They can't really... It's just the fastest they can unload. Okay, good. So these getting this the 2 in, 2 out. And the number of seeds should be climbing. And the amount of this stuff on the belt is now falling. So I kind of feel like we need to add one more. I'm not sure about the scaling of the sushi belt. But I have to say, it looks real nice. It seems like it's going all right. Needs a lot of soil. Oh, now we're low on water. Okay. This is getting better. Here, this is for you. Pump, 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 pump. Each one taking quite a bit of water, actually. Not, well... Yeah, maybe that's enough. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we're pressurizing. Okay. So we're going to have to, again, baby this. Alright, so we're reaching the point where newer bacteria is full up. We should probably put in a tank system somewhere here. Make sure there's never any shortage, right? There never is a noticeably long time. Alright, so we finally got enough soil on the belt. We're probably just drinking down the manure bacteria. Very encouraged to see that this is filling up. It's being produced faster than that entire system can use it, so that's good. Why aren't you going? What's your problem? Soil is coming, right? We just adjusted the amount of soil. And we're painting the belt with it. So it could be being consumed at that speed. No. Oh, we need more delivery. I believe that. Take that. You also go. And you get a simple gate. Yeah. I really should be just Do I have room? I do not have room. Is there room anywhere around here to stick another one? I could pull one of these up. Or go from right there on there. Decisions. Tick, 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 tick. I think we're gonna do it. Stop for a minute. All right, you are not doing this. You are not doing this. You're not doing this. You are unload cargo. You are empty cargo. So you go here first and you go there second. There's no need for that anymore. All right, go. You have a simplified route. No, you're filling your cargo. Simplified route, and you're picking up more. And then you come here and then you just empty cargo. So good. Here, don't thank me yet. Oh wait, we should need... Here, dump all that out. There's no more coming. And now, we're just going to use this space right here. It doesn't mind, right? This is what space is for. And we want this other whale. You are going to go... Oh, can I do it again? Is it still on my notes? Is it still on my clipboard? It is not. Oh, it's a reference to the other whale. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, it wasn't an actual, like, object. I guess there's not a lot of advantage here because it's a very short route. I thought when you copy and pasted that it made like an object, like a JSON object, and it put it on your cursor. But no, it contains a reference to the whale that you are pulling from. And then if you change that whale, it will not paste what you pasted at the time. It'll paste what it is right now, which is a different set of words. So that's a fun little interaction. It's not wrong or anything, just unexpected. I guess there's no good way to do this. It's always more aesthetic in order to not have as few twists and turns as possible. But that's not what we get here today. There we have room. I need you to read the belt. And fertilizer. Less than 4,000. There you go. And this is, of course, embarrassing. All right, so the fertilizer will come in. It'll dunk out here. The soil will come in, and it will dunk in here. And then this is no longer necessary. And so we have just upgraded the amount of stuff that can come through and simplified things. Hopefully we've done that enough now. We'll have to monitor it. The situation will have to be monitored. Alright, we need to leave this alone. We need to just put this down for a while. Maybe we should go back and look at manure bacteria again. That's probably ripe for another opinion. Now that we have gone downstream a bit, I know we have to deal with sulfuric acid. I still remember that. It's on the stack. Don't worry about it. It shall be popped. No. Yes. Yes. Kinda no. Yes, no, I don't know. Where am I going and what am I doing? I'm trying to find the augs. Oh, here they are. Alright, manure being produced. Once again, we will look at that. Manure. Manure being produced in double quantities. I built this out and then I never, ever hooked it up. Oh, it hurts. My stupidity hurts. Alright, we now have an excess of manure on this belt. Okay. Okay, so now we need bacteria. And we're not going to leave without helping out our special guests here. So what I'm looking for is the... So how much agar are we making, first off? This is 0.9 times 8. It's like 7 a second. And this is 0.6 times 12, which is about 7 a second. So that's basically in balance. We've got a 4-3 going on here. These guys can be upgraded. These are only Mark IIs. Okay, so that's how we're going to be upgraded here. These guys need some love. All right, let's first look at our ranges. We want to do a 5-4. Here, even got the good stuff. Breaking out the good stuff for manure bacteria. We can find a way to shove it right here, and it's going to reach all of these. It is the great communicator. Oh, it hits them all at this exact point. Yeah, we're taking that. You get out of my way. You get out of my way. Don't worry. Don't worry, I gotcha. Alright, so you... Where you hit them all. Every last one of them. That's glorious. Alright, there you go. They're all going to stop. Because we just hit him with a 5-4. So that guy gets pulled. And now this runs. And now they are way down at the limit. Okay. Chicken. Chicken. Oh, it's still at its limit. The power of big beacons, friends. Alright. I think this is probably good enough. It's not even doubling. It's definitely doing more, though. And we're going to run into agar problems. How many... I've got plenty of Lovecraft furnaces. Go, 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 go. And now we are producing 1.3 times 8, 1.3 times 8. That's 10 agar a second. And right here, it's not enough, actually. Now we're at 1.6. Yes, that'll be basically enough. 1.67 times 8. Yes, that'll produce enough agar in order to satisfy all of this. Do we have enough steam? No, not even close. No, no, no. The answer is no. It's like these are all... Oh, there's an extra steam generator over there. Okay, got it. Is steam rising or falling? Steam is falling, has to be. I care about the environment. Should probably do this here too. Right? That's always what comes next. Alright, steam still falling. Still withdrawals are being made. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go get more speed mods. Yeah, gonna need more. Okay, and then we'll continue fussing with this block. We've been at this for an hour. We're just fussing with everything today. I really should go make utility science actually work. Put in the brakes on those, but... Oh, we're making level 3s? No, it's level 2s. Okay, got excited. You can have that, you can have that. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I need more level 3s. I need to go kick the intelligent unit whale. Gotta go fix sulfuric. Gotta get fixed the whole broken factory. Anyway, as I was spamming. Are we positive now? Oh yeah, we are. Okay. There's no need to go any further. We are now steam positive. And we have all the agar we need, and we are pumping out the manure bacteria. Let's go take a look at that. Manure backed. So, in the before times, it was bad. We were going at about, I don't know, just kind of eyeballing it as 25k a minute. And now, in the glorious now, we are 3 times that. So we could use the good Rennea recipe, and it pains me to say that this is the good Rennea recipe. But it is true. Now we need more soil. Do we need another whale on that? Are we running out? This thing should be doing fine. Maybe it needs to be stabilizing more. I don't know. The point is, this is almost completely backed up. Oh, we need Rennea seeds too, so these guys need to be going harder. Huh. Why aren't you going? You need more Rennea? Oh, I guess we hit a momentary dip then, didn't we? There's a danger here. Like, this guy's not getting anything, and anything that's dependent on that, which is not much apparently, is having problems. Manure bacteria highly pressurized though. That's good. That's what I want to see. We have solved this problem. I mean, we have a new problem now. When is that ever not true? I could just put soil extractors on site. That would probably be the most... Well, soil is compact. Soil travels very easily. So maybe not. I wonder what the actual problem is here. This guy has no soil whatsoever. But we are clearly supplied, clearly well supplied, and clearly we have enough on the belt. Maybe we need to add more on the belt. Maybe that's just the answer. Alright, we're going to check back in here. Let's go look at sulfuric. Apparently we have a sulfuric issue. Which is indicative of something. I don't know what though. I get the horrible feeling science is about to just completely break on me. Just gonna say, nope, I'm out. Alright, so. This is strongly indicative that we do not have a sulfuric problem. So we have a transport problem. Okay, that's better. So this is battery. And we took on battery right around this area. It's in a weird spot, right there. I never used the rest of the block. So if there was a sulfuric problem, it was fleeting. Take a look at battery. Battery. Ah. So that was bad. Now it seems like it's recovered, kinda? Or else this is the actual problem. Ah! It's rayon that's the problem. Rayon production is going. We need more. Oh, it's a fiber thing. Oh no. Now, I could add more prod. Sure. Fiber things are always just issues. I wonder if we have a calc problem somewhere. It's hard to isolate. I can't do my normal trick of just looking for raw fiber. Because it's made in so many places. Who can say where the actual problem is? Do we need calcs? No, it's not a calc problem. I am confused and distressed. So is the actual thing I have to do go get a bunch of blue pulp mills and then run out there and upgrade that and hope it solves my problem? Or, no, it ultimately comes from the sawmills. So big beacons aren't the answer here. Strange as it is to say, occasionally big beacons aren't the answer. Pulp mill. Pulp mill. Okay. So let's go take care of that at the rayon factory. Just stack more prod, right? Then we should probably check in on... We should probably finish utility science. Even though everything is broken. Ooh. Finish science or unbreak factory. I suppose the problem with science right now is that it's going inefficiently, which is a secondary problem to it is going, right? Rayon is attached to a big one of these. It's right there. It's way farther in. Why are we doing nothing here? Is it full up? No. Why are we doing nothing here? Slaked lime. Factory is broken, everybody. And I can't even blame this on new science sickness. This is too early. This is just the factory being... Okay, stick a pin in that. We have to go investigate slaked lime in a second here. But for right now, we have to find rayon and give it a little bit of a hug. And hopefully that'll start ticking forward again. I mean, it is being made. It's just not fast enough for me. So you guys definitely need more prod. And the sad news is this isn't going to be a quantum leap of rayon technology. It's just going to make it a little more efficient. We need more of the fiber. And the fiber is being split here. And it also goes into microfiber and it also goes into exports. So it is torn between many masters. We can make this go a little faster. And that's probably the best we can do, right? Oh, it is going faster. We can make this go a lot faster. I wish there was room for a big beacon right here. Can I make it work? No, those are both two crucial nodes. It's really a shame. I built this area wrong. There's belt to be done in here. So I guess we do two big beacons. And hope they don't overlap. 5, 4 at UU. It doesn't hit them all, but it hits them all better, so who's complaining, right? There. At least I did that right. And so it's asymmetrical. Why isn't this proddable? Someone explain that to me. And the goal is for this just to be flowing. Probably should have done it before and after, huh? Yeah, that would have been useful to know whether or not I've done anything. It certainly looks denser, so how about that? And then we're using these calcs more efficiently. Oh, and these are all Mark IIs. We can go higher. Here, let's do that. While it's here, while it's on our mind. So we need all the wood processing units we can get our hands on. And a whole bunch of these are being taken, right? That's what that means. And then it gets recycled into blue belt, which is needed everywhere. That goes there. That goes there. We need to get rid of that stuff. I came to get a whole bunch of sawmills. Yeah, this is just putter o'clock, friends. We're just building the factory today. See a problem, fix a problem. See a problem, sometimes make a problem. That's how it goes. Then we need a whole lot of saw blades. I don't know what it is, but this saw blade turd is just very close to, if not absolutely, my favorite. I don't know why. It just is. It feels good. This is gonna hit. That's also gonna feel good. It's such a huge prod boost. And saw blades are fun to make. I don't even know how else to describe it. I like making the modules. I like replacing them. I like seeing the huge prod bonus. I mean, that part's obvious, right? All of this makes me happy. So we're at a solid 60% right now, and you have a bad saw blade in you. Let me help you. Oh, and look at that. And now it's 20, it's making 9 raw fiber a second, and it's at 90% prod. What is not to like about this? Excellent. Get me Augs, the Ultra Augs. Here, I'm researching this, and there's no way I'll ever use it. It is so expensive. Like the bedding cost, the quality Aug food, 30 raw fiber. The sap is okay. Sap is actually free. But this is just unusable. Like, just like these are unusable. These recipes were laid down with the wrong principles in mind. I am prepared to argue that. I'm also prepared to argue that now is not the time for those principles. The most important thing to do right now is get SpaceX out. Not really for me. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to do another Pyanodon's run. Not for like a good 5 years. Once I've finished with this, Factorio is on cooldown for a while. And yeah, you gotta get blued. Get blued, friend. We're going to improve this area. Root and branch. Every part of it. Get improved. Become changed and be better. Am I talking like Zinch again? God, I hate Zinch. He gets ya. That Zinch just gets ya. He's a tricker. He likes to trick ya. Should I just be bluing all of this? Should I be bringing in slurry? Do we have slurry anywhere around here? Oh, you guys got... You're over-ambitious. Imagine what it's going to be with 4 saw blades. Alright, so this is our current problem. And we actually need slurry, and it's not around here. So we're going to have to stick a pin in this again. Downside of biofluid, right? Yeah, that's what we want. Actually, get 2,000. So a chore cock when you full. Luckily, we got a fast guy. Unluckily, he's going away from us. So all of this just needs to be blued, right? Well, first off, we can be a little more efficient here. And they'll use both sides of the line. But at the same time, it is blue o'clock for all of you. Hopefully I have enough on me. Because that was a lot of undergrounds. And undergrounds, just keep in mind, aren't cheap. So this is actually not... This is our bottleneck. Don't get me wrong. Yes. And we do need that slurry to deal with this properly. And we're just going to go straight in and then irk. It's going to be an irk situation. that doesn't work. So this will kick in. It's just we have lag time. I wish I could make it go temporarily. This should dramatically increase. I'm not even going to say it's going to increase cacao consumption, because it might not, because we added prod on top of this. But it's dramatically increased raw fiber production. What was my next disaster after this? Slaked lime, right? Yeah. Here. You guys be at peace. I guess I'm not going to come by and upgrade you for a while. I'm a mess inside. So that's going faster. So that's going better. And rayon production's probably way up. Which is our goal right here. In the before time, it's like a solid 850 a minute. And the now, double that and climbing. So it's eventually going to fill up microfiber, and then it's going to start really surging forward. So we did good. We did. And the only question is, this guy can keep up. Oh, maybe not. Sodium carbonate problem, perhaps. Don't want to think about it. Alright, let's keep going on our merry journey. Let's go address the slaked lime issue, because that's going to hit us real soon, right? Can't go no slaked lime. Let's follow the magical slaked lime line. Slaked lime is limestone and coke. It's limestone and seaweed, I think, with the recipe that I'm using now. Oh, you just got clipped. Oh, okay. I ruined it. Oh, alright. I mean, honestly, this isn't the worst situation. It has a simple solution. So much in life does not have simple solutions. Okay, glad I looked at that. Here. It's time to start getting rid of stuff. Let's buzz by all our high-tech stuff and look at it. And then I guess we're going to step back and try to find some other way forward. Alright, we probably haven't made many more. No, and there's probably no snare hearts. Why is that going so slow? Oh wait, there's somewhere they're landing. What sort of cargo? Oh, it's got tholins. There we go. So maybe it just goes to any landing pad? That's awkward. It should definitely go to first landing pad. We're having tholins pressure. Show me about dogs in space. It should be a lot faster than it's going. We shoot dogs into space. Right there. What is our bottleneck? What, right here? It's still hydraulic systems. Okay, that's rather advanced. Hydraulic systems are going. We might have to speed these guys up. Because eventually that guy... Well, this... Okay, so this needs the same treatment as before. We are reserving too few. Out of every 22, 2 get picked to be... to turn into exoskeletons. That explains why that's so slow. I guess we have to go over our big crisis again, which is serine based. So you need to take a greater share. Probably you too. Yeah. Oh, and I was going to go look at Intelligent Unit. And then I got distracted yet again. Right here, going. Pumping out the seaweed. Good. Pumping out the seaweed. Good. We're at a slaked lime deficit. That's different from what we saw before, but still important. So our entire... We haven't gone at all. And that's because this is blocked, and that's because serine. Okay. And serine obviously hasn't gone, right? Yeah, hasn't at all, and that's no Rennea, and that's Rennea backed up. Alright, so there's multiple layers of problems right here today. We need more Rennea. And we have Rennea from here, and we have Rennea from down there. And that's just broken because of growth factor, which is because we don't have serine, and then we have this. We should be backing up. We're filling up right there. We're filling up right there. Can these guys... It's the crux of the factory right now. Level 1 Rennea. It's the best we can do, I guess. This is all that can be expected of us. Manure bacteria pressurized. Course fraction, not enough. I'm here for you. I am here to help. Oh, you can't get it on. We have getting it on problems. Huh. They're shoveling as hard as they can. They can't keep up. Interesting. Alright, we're going to go adjust that. We're just going to keep cycling back again and again and again until this is properly tuned. Are you doing, like, weird stacking? No. And we still have room on the other side of the belt, so... Alright. Use that belt. And then we just let this go for a little bit. And we continue tuning this production chain. This is going well. And this is just going to move it forward to the next bottleneck. Bottleneck after bottleneck, right? Such is our battle cry. Looks like we have... Well, let's take a look. Yeah, we have a bit too much on the belt when it comes to fertilizer, but all the other stuff is... Are we missing Rennea? No, it's all getting scrubbed clean. And then some is going back around to make spolinen, and that's fine. I spent... When can I get Rennea? Rennea. This. Maybe this has to be prioritized. And just pull it out of nowhere, right? The Rennea replicator, not that expensive. And then we just get it out of space. We just rip down the other thing that we have down there. And we just do one of these. Like, even do the really, really expensive one. Yeah. Yeah, I think all Rennea recipes are just obsoleted by this. I'll even add in little drops of growth factor. It's so much more efficient. Yeah, mark this down as a goal. And then we'll solve the Rennea problem again. I will rip down that other area. It just makes me mad thinking about it. How it has failed us time and time again. Anyway, we need to find something else to be upset about, I guess. This is backing up. We need to just ignore all of this for right now. What are we doing? We solved the manure bacteria problem. The Rennea problem is still bad, but it's trending in the right direction. Sulfuric acid, not actually a problem, I guess. You're not going because no lead, Timmy. You're trying to pick up rayon. Rayon, which we just helped out. So rayon should be digging its way out of the hole. What do we have here? Serine is still bad. I don't even care about that right now. That's for finishing off utility science. I guess we go do that then. I don't see a major disaster in front of me at the moment. So I guess we go finish utility. Maybe we peek in here and see what happens. That's not terrible. Alien bacteria is terrible. We know what the problem is there. So let's go finish off utility science. We didn't wire it up properly. That'll kill some time, and then we will of course cycle back and look at the Rennea again. And that'll be okay. So we are many episodes out from us being able to enjoy this. And we already want to use like 3 different things. Where does that go? That rich biocrud. That really should go to perfect samples, right? Is it? Yes, it is. Good. All right, so first and foremost, we need a grand decider right here, right? That will decide whether or not we are physically prepared here to request the decayables, request perfect samples, request snarer heart. So what we need is to make sure we have cosmic dogs. That's fully going. And then we have all of these materials. So, can't even do this. I suppose the first thing to do would be copy one that is working. That's you. Bring you over here. There. Now we have a template with which to work. And I realize that this is deficient in a couple ways. However, I will do the best I can. All right, that's the top row. We've done the top row. And, all right, so all of those are now done. And we left off at the end of the top row. Now we get the bottom row. All these things. All these things. Okay. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. Greater than, greater than, greater than, greater than, greater than, greater than. And you output utility science. Like that. That's your signal. When all of these exist, we are content to call for consumables. And right now, we are content to call for consumables. So that's good, right? Oh, we were going to do this here. All right. Copy and paste it over. So we are now calling for utility science. Utility science is ready, it's saying. We are ready. However, are we really ready? Isn't there someone you forgot to ask? This is not the full signal. Okay, so we need to also get cosmic dogs. And do we have cosmic dogs? So now we have to have a bigger discussion. And it has to do with, are we sending out, there's a compound signal we're looking for. Oh, we're going to have to adjust this. So are we ready for perfect samples? That is what this is waiting for. This is doing. And this is saying we are not ready here because we don't have this. So we're going to have to put out another one. Please tell me I programmed this correctly. So that when it outputs E equals 1, I can put in another E equals 1 right next to it. I'm just assuming cosmic dingrits are abundant. Enable or greater than equals to. Greater than equals to. Okay, good. So there's going to be another one of those. Got it. So I kind of don't want to pollute this. This red line is in fact doing something. Okay, what we're gonna do is we are going to, right here, we're gonna have a fire break kinda. This is where we're gonna loop off our decisions for this area. And we're gonna red out. Alright, so you need to be getting two things. You need this greater than or equal to 1. And we need cosmic dingrits to be greater than or equal to 1. So I guess I don't want stack inserters here. So we need a cosmic dingrit to be here. Okay. In fact, we're gonna... Well... No. We are not gonna measure right there. We are gonna measure somewhere else. We're gonna measure right here. If there's a cosmic dingrit on the belt, then we're going to be able to say we can go. Okay. And so this is going to output when this is all together. We're going to have to get the ready signal. Do we have perfect samples? So perfect samples are... They're found right here, right? So we do this. Then we read and hold all belts. Yeah, perfect samples. And perfect... Well, okay, we have to ask what we're doing here. If perfect samples is greater than 1, then we can all go. But perfect sample needs this signal right here that says we have these things and then it starts going. But I suppose there's a compound signal here, so there's two different purposes. So perfect sample greater than 10, let's say. And then throughout all that, I want you to say enabled equals 1. This is dangerous. I don't want to reuse the symbol here. We're going to change your symbol. D for no. M for materials. Materials are here. So we need materials are here, and then you output space science. Utility science is a go. All right, your outputting utility science is not a go right now because we do not have enough of that, and we do not have enough of that. So when, actually this needs to be green, I guess. I'm crossing my purposes here. This is true. And this says what. And then this should turn these guys on when space science is going. Greater than or equal to 1. So this is going to wait until we have all materials available in order to turn these guys on and start using and making snare hearts. Well, this needs more information, right? The other information that this needs is... we do not have an abundance of snare hearts already. I guess they last for a while. They last an hour. So let's just say that information that we're getting out right now. We will put it through a filter right here. Do we need more hearts? That is the question we're answering right now. And it's going to be heart. Not that heart. This heart. It's a different heart. Less than 5. Output H. H equals 1. So now we have H equals 1 coming out, and that is we need hearts. So it's not as simple a calculation. What we need right now is two things. We are ready and we haven't overproduced. So what we need is a two-factor thing. First off, we need to call for hearts, which is greater than or equal to 1, and we have to call for utility science, which is, again, greater than or equal to 1. And then you output enabled. There we go. So you guys are now enabled 1. There. So this will only ever go once. Okay. We will only say we are ready for utility science. I guess we need the ready right here. We need to bring in the ready signal and not perfect sample. All right, hold that on thought. The purpose here is to decide whether or not we are ready to make utility science. When we are ready, it will output this signal onto the belt. And then we have to ask, have we overproduced? We are ready, we can go, should we go? And only when these two are good that they actually go. And that seals off this complexity, and we should not overproduce here. I need to go get a soda. Yeah, I need to go take care of that. Now we have to do this. This is reading perfect samples on the belt. That is, have we produced? And what we really want to know is, are we ready to produce perfect sample? And we do that with the R, right? Which one of you? So I guess this tries to make everything it can, which makes sense. Okay. So the ready signal here is R and is fed back here. And I think that output's ready. So where is the decision that reads in, and then it outputs, when everything is ready, we can have perfect samples and we're ready to go. Okay. So what I want to do now is convey that perfect samples are ready, which isn't, it is the case right now. We want to convey that back. I'm trying to keep my lines clear. You'll understand. So you go here, and then this pole takes this line, and then we go here. And this goes over, and this goes over. All right, and then we clip that. This is a different question. That's not a question for us. Now, this is, are we ready to make perfect samples? We are. It will handle, do we need to make perfect samples? All we need to know is it ready or not? And we are ready. Oh, we're getting way too many signals, and I tried to keep this clean. I used the wrong color. Dang. Okay, we pull this all off. We do this again, right? We go all the way back. We do again. We do it better. We do it right. We do, okay, honestly, we don't often do it right. We will attempt to do it right. So we're going to do red here, and then red all the way back. Then right there. And now we go on the short line, and then we tie in directly from there. Okay, now it is clean. Now it is only getting the output of that combinator. Good. And Then it comes right here and it pumps in, and we're answering the same questions. Are we ready in that we have all of the dry components, the non-spoilables? Yes. Are we ready in that we have cosmic dingrits available? No, we don't. Are we ready in that we have perfect samples available to us? Yes. Yes, they're equal to. So the only thing stopping us from making space science right now is that we do not have cosmic dingrits. So let's look and see if this is actually accurate. This is saying ready and go, right? So, and the primary bottleneck is right here, I believe. No. What is our problem? Why aren't we making samples? I don't understand any of this anymore. I'm gonna go get a soda. I'm gonna be right back. Alright. Taken care of. What were we doing? Alright, so sorry, I took a bit of break there. I have to refresh myself. So we finished this off. This is all are we ready? And then it outputs that. And then right here we have this, which is should we? Are we ready and should we? These are the two questions that we need to answer. And this has been working fairly well. And are we ready comes in the form of ready right here. We check off that we're ready with to make all of these different organs. So ready is quite literally ready. What is for? What is you? Oh, this is trying to tie into universal religion. Universal religion. Oh, it's turned off. Okay, this is a stub right here. Greater than or equal than 0, and that's not hooked up. So yes, so this is a stub. One day, universal religion will be brought to also pi-sci 4. Not right now. I don't know what 4 is. 4 is probably all of the other spoilables that go into this, right? Let's refresh our memory. This spoils, that spoils, that spoils, and that spoils. So yes, that would be logical. Do we believe that is the case? Because it looks like, isn't there also a beehive somewhere? Apparently not. Well, where does 4 come from? What is 4, everybody? No, that's an R. That's an R. We're getting our 4. Now 4 is, I guess this is turned off as well. So the only two things that work here is, do we have the components, some of which spoil, and are we ready? Okay. All right. And so we don't have these components right here because we need this, which is super alloy. And we need this, which is... That guy's coming. This guy's stuck. Vanadium? Vanadium shouldn't be a problem anymore. Oh, it is a problem. No proton donors. That is proton donors. Is this guy? Oh, well, no, it's completely full. You can't put that much in. Crystallographics rayon. Right. Rayon. Okay. Alright, so that's knock-on effects from something that we've already fixed / made different. Don't think about that. Alright, so what happens here is we get all of our material component. Okay, all of our it appears that we are just looking at local components, and we are assuming cotton gut products exist. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't make any sense. So moss we assume exists. Flavonoids we assume exists. This is bad. Where are we getting the flavonoids from? Just like next door, right? We should be tying that in. We should be reading this in. We should be taking this a little more seriously than we are. All right, flavonoids in, and flavonoids greater than 1,000. Okay. And we're still missing something, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, here, let's put them on. Glassware, super alloy, mech parts. Cotton guts are assumed to exist. Cotton gut products assumed to exist. Moss. So I guess we are assuming moss exists. So that's 8 items. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 things right there. Okay. That now works. I've convinced myself of that. So we bring that up here. I'm not sure this is used anywhere at all. I think this is just signaling. Oh, it's signaling downstream now. All right, so this is saying, should we make perfect sample? And the answer, should we start making perfect sample, which is saying, should we kick everything on? And the answer that comes back is yes. So what we have to do is add in exactly one more phrase. Oh, we're doing this wrong. It's not a carousel. Well, wait a second. Can we do this? If we take green signal right here. Yes, all of that. So green signal come here. And green signal comes in. And we are now reading the contents of this belt. And the second phrase we need... no, not to there. Excuse me. No. Green signal. And now green signal in here. Now we have this information. Why are we getting so much on this green signal? Oh, because that's attached here. I guess that doesn't matter. That's just an internal feed. I think. Where does green signal come from? So we're getting the full... Okay, I might have caused myself a problem here by doing that. And what I really need is instead red signal that. Okay. That's the same thing, right? Because it's on red and green. Okay. That's better. No, it's still bad. Why? Why are we getting... No, this is now getting the universal religion decision line. So we don't really want... We have universal religion decision line. So we don't want to hook that up there either, because we're polluting the signal. Yeah, this is the very important one. And this is the local information one. So I guess we use red signal here. But we already have perfect samples on that as red signal. Oh. Oh. We have to have green signal right here, and literally just all we're going to do is this. Here, does this work? It's just going to be a green to red, right? Does this work? No, it probably has to be just a combinator. What I'm doing is probably dumb right now. It probably doesn't work. More to the point. It could be dumb but work. But it's the dumb that doesn't work. That's the problem. There we go. And so it's just it's a line switcher right there. So everything goes out to everything. And now we are getting the decision that is upon us on red line. And red line, sample, less than 100, let's say. Less than 100. Then we should go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that might work. And what is needed to kick this to life are more space stingrates. So you just go and you take those over. And we're going to watch this work. And we're going to see what this other bottleneck is. Is this still it, I suppose? What's stopping us from putting more dogs in space? That we need more spacesuits, that we need more of this, that we need more of the hydraulics. Alright, that's fine. We have the rocket. We just launched. And we just need more dogs in space. Alright. Soon this guy will arrive. And that's quite a lot of space dogs. Do we actually have any perfect samples on this belt? I don't believe we do. Like right here, we got red perfect sample 1. Now it's saying we're ready to go. This is saying we are ready. We are in fact ready. It is accumulating things. I know we have a bottleneck in here we have to address. Yeah, so it's going. This is the bottleneck. We need to upgrade this to a level 2 Zungor den. Here, let's just go do that right now and go get another Zungor. Did we ever do Zungor level 2s? I can't remember. It's in the long ago. Over. These are only Mark 1s. I wonder if we actually made any of these. Do we ever uplift these guys? No, these are numals. No. We did. So we need 2 of you. And we have to go see if we ever made the Mark II pens. Let's see. I think I have the logic on utility science right. Which is such a dangerous thing to say, right? It is the foundation of comedy. I think I have it right. Oh, you're not going. You've never gone. You don't have metallic glass. Oh, we have to put metallic glass in the system? Yeah, and that's coming. Alright, so let's go handle that. And then probably go get a load just to have this guy function. So where are we? I wish they'd stop. Alright, so we're right here. We need a dinosaur. Mr. Dinosaur, you have a job. Your job is to go and get metallic glass. Fill that cargo, empty that cargo right there. Go and do it. And then our number is like 2,000 because it's always 2,000, right? There. When they're destroying flamers, there's a problem. Right here? Yes. What is the nature of this problem? We obviously have party juice. Do we have no more repair packs or something? Yeah, looks like we need construction bots down there. Alright, one disaster at a time, right? Let's go get some metallic glass. As I need to not do this. As funny as it is, it brings me joy. It does. There, that's for you. It's just too much. It's just, I need that sweater so that I can break this habit, right? So this is for you, if I could ever get close enough. It is humorous, yes? You are laughing with me, yes? Alright, there we go. Take that. So, we'll fix that somehow, maybe. Somehow, perhaps, there will be difference, yes? And we can upgrade Zungrors. Probably double Zungror cocoon production at any time. That's nice. But before I get into that, this guy is currently making 0.1 a second. Great job. It's speed 0.5. So upgrade that. And then there you go. And now you're at speed 2. So that's going 4 times faster. That's nice. But this guy had a backup, so you weren't actually the problem. I question that. So I guess what we need is we have to get utility science in here, and it has to be an or. We need Pi-Sci 4 or utility science. Right? So we have this utility science. We are ready for utility science. Because I'm paranoid, we're doing this. Trying to keep things clean. Why are we getting cosmic dingrits in? Oh. So we need to do another flipper, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm acting on superstition at this point. Actually, we probably don't need this. What we need is a flipper to flip him for real. So our output goes in and our input goes out. And so we are carrying... I wonder why that's flipping. We're making the snare hearts. And we're making the science. So something's happening, right? Something good's happening, maybe. So I need you. We want to keep this business out of here, right? Your output should be red. So that's right under there. Okay, so I want you to, if this is greater than 0, output that. There we go. So on the red line, we are now carrying the signal for we are ready and we need Logiscience. Okay, I suppose that's the other part of it. Do we need? And that's this. Oh, this is where the 4 comes from. All right. All right. That makes sense. It's a break. While this is, then you output 4 equals 1. I don't understand that. I'm willing to go with it. It's where I am right now, friends. Understanding not required. Actually, let's put that on green. So we're not even done with this. There we go. So we're outputting 4. Actually, we're going to output 5 here. Just so we're not reusing the symbol. And so now we're answering multiple questions, right? Are we getting the 5? It's, do we have the non-spoilables? Do we have the spoilables? Do we need it? Then we output this. And so we have the ability and the need. That's what this means now. So ability and need comes over here. And we are where with this? Oh, there's way too much stuff on this. And it comes onto this line, and it goes separate, and it comes into here. All right. No, we don't want that, though. We want to go into... Oh, then it comes into here, and then into there. There we go. That's what we want. Green line. But it's not on now. It's on the red line now. Now we have to do something different. And even more... This is going to be hell to ever debug. I don't even understand what this does anymore. So we need to get the pi-sci4 line. And that's the input here. And we need to know whether or not we need... we need it. We need it. We can make it. And so these two things have to be kind of separate. All right, I am lost. Lost. We're doing the wrong sort of semantics right here. So we have to bring this in. And we have to separate our concerns. This should be a terminal that turns on perfect samples. It needs to know whether or not we need perfect samples. So it's here. Let's just write that down. Somehow it's going to have to get the signal space science. No. Pack. Utility science and pi4. That's the signal it needs. And then it's going to have to output P. P for perfect. So it's going to need that and that. And it has to be an OR. So either one of these. So either we have the ability to make it and the need, and we have to do perfect samples. And so that's what we have packaged up right here. Right now we don't have the ability to make it because we have no perfect samples on the belt. So this should be stopped, right? Yes. Good. Oh, that's a lot of utility science. It's not enough for a single tech yet. It might be. But there's definitely a single tech in there. Maybe we do vat brains next. That'll be nice. So we are sending the signal. Our ambassador over here. Oh, I've lost it. Long ago I lost it. Oh, it's flickering, that's why. So it's on this red line. I wonder why it's flickering. And it comes here, and it comes here, and it comes here. And we need that red signal in. Huzzah. Red signal in. Now we need pi-sci4 in. We don't have a decider here that decides whether or not we are ready for pi-sci4. We have this thing, which isn't it. This is, do we have a need for pi-sci4? Do we have the ability for pi-sci4? And that's perfect sample. So that has to be, these two have to be separated out. So we need this guy right here. You have to get the 4 greater than 0. And I guess that's on a green line. And the pi-sci4 greater than 0. So the 4 is not going. That's because I'm assuming this means we have a backup. Yes, we have a backup. We have no need to make any more. So while we can make more, and it's a little wasteful, well, we should probably turn this off when 4 is not going. Actually, that's a real good idea. Distractions are, output. So are you getting 4. All right, 4. You... Why do I not see 4 coming out of this? Oh, because we need some. Okay, so, okay, we're not quite there yet. Here, let's drop the threshold for a moment. Oh, wait a second. What? Ah, so this guy needs 4. Ah, okay, okay. So you should only go... Well, I guess it has to be another combinator, right? So it's getting even more complicated. So you need to come in right here, and you need to get a reading right here. So we need 2 things. There's 4. It needs to be greater than 0, and perfect samples needs to be less than, let's call it 10. And then when these 2 conditions are true, you're just going to output an old-fashioned enabled. And can you reach? Yes. And you need enabled greater than or equal to 1. Okay. So this will only take perfect samples and put them in this box when 1, there's less than 10 in this box, and we need more. And then we don't need more right now. So if we jerk this up, and then we test it, and now you should be getting enabled. Right? No, it is not. 4 is not being produced. 4 equals 1. So it goes to here, to here, to here, and then it gets into here, yet I don't see it. Where did 4 go? I connected the wrong things. Okay. I am super glad I tested this. There we go. Now you get 4. Now this is enabled. No, now you're disabled by control. E equals 1, E greater than or equals to 1. Okay. See, now it puts it in, and now it's fine. Okay, so, again, super glad I tested. We're going to have to wrap this up real soon. Now you are disabled by control favor because we don't need this anymore. We are going to have to watch this. All right, and I'm going to have to go over it all again tomorrow. So right here, 4 turns on. We are supplied with 4 when it's pi psi 4. It's 4 pi psi 4. That's why. This is then supplied with, we have a need and ability. I guess that's true. This is so messed up. This is not working. We realize that, right? And then you're just going to output this again. I shouldn't do that. I'm just asking for problems by doing that. I need to pick another symbol. Z. No. No, that gets used. I'm trying to find something that I don't use very much. B. I don't think I use B very much. So you output B into this mess. So now we've eliminated this, and now we have to have and B. No, wait a second. No, wait, that's not right. This is the we have a need and the ability to make pi psi 4. So that's not it yet. That comes to here now. Sorry, we're missing one layer. And now we're having, I guess we have to do that here, there. And then it's the only thing in. So do we need utility science or do we need pi psi? Then that we signal P out. And then when P is signaled out, then right here, P greater than equal to 1, then you go. P is, do we need either utility or pi_4? And we need utility in pi_4. And then when that goes, it's, do we have the ability to make perfect samples, and do we have the need to make perfect samples? And then when that's all going, it outputs E, and perfect sample starts being made. That was... Okay, first off, I am certain this is wrong. In some way, in some fashion, I am certain I have messed this up. But another level, look at this. This is enough for a science pack, a research. And we're just, yeah. Next tech is going to be Vat Brain. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Are we finished? Nowhere near. Are we in a good place? Absolutely not. There's so much more to do. And the factory is, it's going better. We're reaching new accomplishments. We're gonna get our shiny utility tech soon. That soon is not gonna be right now. For right now, I am getting out of here. Bup. Bup, 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 bup. Bup. And then bup, 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 bup. Right there. Right there, and then up, and then screenshot. Okay, what did we do today? Well, we ran around screaming mostly. I lost complete faith in Rennea, because the Rennea has a circular dependency on the output of Rennea, so it can't go because I don't have Rennea, and we can't make the input for Rennea because we don't have Rennea. And so this is too much of a headache to use. I regret trying to use this. The way to go is to hold out with the first level Rennea recipe for as long as possible and then jump directly to getting Rennea from replicators. This is not what I'd call good. I ranted about that extensively while we were doing that, so I won't do it anymore here. But suffice to say, we worked on this system a bit, and we will work on it more because we don't know if it's completely fixed yet. We also found that this higher level manure maker was completely broken. We fixed that. We found we broke slaked lime, and so we were going to be low on petri dishes. We fixed that. And there was a lot of other stuff we poked at. We upgraded the raw fiber maker right here to make more rayon, and then buffed everything, and hopefully that's working. And we're just generally running around fixing things here and there. And then after all that, we wrestled with the logic puzzle, which was perfect sample consumption. And I have no confidence that what I implemented is correct. However, I do know what I did implement is now producing utility science. So how bad can it be, really? We'll see. Time will tell. Tomorrow, I will continue doing chores. We're going to start researching our first utility science tech. We have a whole line of those we want to get now. We need to uplift augs again. We need to uplift everything across the board. Hopefully tomorrow we will have enough time after I'm done running around with chores that I'll be able to step back and then do a little uplifting. Hopefully Sarine's going tomorrow. That's what? Growth factor? No, it's just Rennea. That's just plain Rennea, which is just plain growth factor. Hopefully Rennea saves us soon. I don't know. Anyway, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.